Hey y'all, welcome back to Keisha's Crumbs. How y'all doing? Baby, I be moving a little fast today, but I'm gonna get some oil, y'all. We gonna fry some fish today. It's Fish Fry Friday. I'm only frying a few fillets, y'all. Baby, wait till I tell y'all the story. I already had another video I need to upload for y'all, so edit so that I can upload, so I don't need to mess around too long with this one. But this is sway, and that's what we got because that's what my daughter likes. So I said, why not? I don't mind eating it. How some fish will hold up and some fish just kind of breaks apart, because that's why I don't like tilapia. But this is sway, and we're gonna fry this. And then I have some shrimp over here, y'all. I'm trying to hurriedly put my mustard on here because I like for my mustard to actually sit in the fish before we fry it. I like to have my mustard and my seasoning on there before we put it in the batter. So I'm going to go in with some Kinder's lemon pepper. This is my artisan seasoning blend, y'all, we make in-house. I have a link for it in the description. When you're doing a light pan fry on seafood or vegetables, trust me, this is all you need. Ooh, EKG. So these fillets, me doing it ahead of time, at least like 10, 15, 12 minutes, is going to give the fish time to come down from that cold temperature. You don't want it to be room temperature, but anything you're frying or cooking and you're seasoning it, you want the temperature, I should say raise. You want the temperature to raise up a little bit because you don't want it to be cold. Just think you don't want to put cold meat in a hot broth. You don't want to put cold meat in hot grease. You go ahead and prep it and let it sit while your grease gets hot. Okay, now grease is already over here getting hot. These are our shrimp. I'm not going to do a lot of them. Okay, so we got all these shelled except this one. Got our shrimp all peeled. Place there, y'all. So we trying to hurry. So I'm going to continue with the shrimp. But I was like, since I'm not doing the broccoli, what side am I going to use? First thing first, let me tell y'all about this. So, yes, I do, for the most part, like to use my own meal. So I will do just a meal coating on fish sometimes, homemade, season your meal, or sometimes I put a little flour in the meal. Sometimes I like to do fish with just flour. You know, you can flour fish like it's chicken, and then you can meal chicken. You can meal chicken like it's fish. Did y'all know that? I just want to show y'all. So this is lemon flavored fish fry here. Now this is my go-to. If I'm going to use a package, Louisiana with the lemon. I think I've showed y'all that before. I normally don't have this. This is Zatarain's. The reason why I like this was, see where it says crispy southern? This is a coarser meal. So if you like a real like coarse meal on your fish, this is going to be better off. It says it has lemon in it, but I'll be honest, you can't taste the lemon in it like you can in Louisiana fish fry. I'm going to turn the vent on for a little bit. Y'all just forgive it, okay? So I'm going to go in with my Louisiana first. And this is seasoned, y'all. Anytime you see, baby, if it's a Louisiana brand, anything, trust me, it's going to have some seasoning in it. Fish is coated well. So when it get in that oil, it can do what it needs to do. I'm sure everyone knows, but since we're here, y'all, you know, your oil test. And it's really hot. These get hot. Okay, we're gonna go in with our first piece, y'all. I always put it in away from you. It's perfect. See how that fries right away? We want to fry it fast so we can get that hard, crispy crust. We do not want soggy crust. Check. And it's better to use tongs because then you can lower it in there really slow. And so after that, all I have is one more fillet. Over here, let me finish telling y'all. So I wanted to show y'all that about the different batters, right? Go ahead and have you some things like this on hand, even if you don't normally use packaged Or if you don't cook it all. Sometimes that's why people get intimidated, because they think it's so much. That's why they have stuff like this in the grocery store. So it won't be so hard for you. If you need to take shortcuts, take them. We just want to stay away from using this overly processed stuff or this prepackaged stuff all the time. Because I don't care what you're cooking. If you get it in a package, it's always going to have either more salt or more preservatives or a combination of both than if you were to make the exact same thing at home just from using the basics, okay? So what I decided, y'all remember at first I said I was going to do fish. Oh, and I had the shrimp. I had the shrimp to do loaded broccoli. But I decided to put the broccoli back in the fridge. That's going to be better used as a side with the chicken to do something different. So y'all, we're going to do shrimp and grits. So, honey, we're going to have fried fish and some shrimp and grits, honey. Good meal. I'm about to show you some beautiful fish fillets. And I'm about to show you how to do barbecue shrimp, Keisha's Crumb style. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Keisha's Crumb. All right, y'all. So, what I want to do next is put these grits on. I'm going to go ahead and put these grits on, honey, so they'll have plenty of time to simmer. All right, y'all. We ain't slow rolling. We fast rolling, honey. Oh, yes. It's almost time for the fish to come out. And it's definitely time for me to whisk in the grits. So I have 4 cups of liquid. I'm going to put in 1 cup of grits. Let me check out my fish, y'all. See this fish? This fish is growling at me too. Let's see. See that top? Yeah, see, I'm glad I checked because we got to slowly stir in them grits. See there? And when you get used to cooking all the time, I just had to come back and show y'all. This fish is so beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and break 1 piece because 1 would be mine anyway. I want y'all to see how it looks breaking it hot. Ooh. And y'all know I was intending to, ooh, y'all, it's so hot. Ooh. I want y'all to see me take a bite. Mmm. 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 The fish is right. I'm gonna have that cup like this. Be right back. Let's work on these vegetables for our barbecue shrimp. Shrimp. I have deveined the shrimp. So the first thing we do, we'll look at the ingredients. So I need to put this batter up, but y'all, this is basically what we're using for the shrimp. I'm going to show y'all the grits. I put some cheese in here. I'm going to let y'all see me put the rest in there, but this is what we're using, y'all. Now if you didn't have if you don't have ooh-wee, you would need to use like garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, Cajun seasoning, and some form of another all-purpose seasoning besides your Cajun seasoning. But baby, I don't have to use all that because I got this ooh-wee. Okay, I might use a little paprika. It just depends on whether I want it darker in color or not, but I probably won't. I might use some badia. That depends on whether I do the garlic. That's probably why I won't worry about fresh garlic. And then I pull the garlic powder out as well. So you can look up any barbecue shrimp recipe. I'll attach one down in the description box. But I'm just letting you know now it's going to have a lot of different seasons that you won't see me use because I have this ooh-wee. And a link to this will be in the description box as well. So basically what you do is you season your shrimp first. Okay. So y'all can see me here. And I left the tails on. I always leave the tails on. Leaving the tails on just give you a prettier appearance. And I can put plenty of this because my ooh-wee does not have a lot of salt in it at all. People with high blood pressure use this. And I already know it does have a lot of salt in it because we make it in-house. But I have several people who are on blood pressure medication, including family members and friends. And they saw, oops, gotta sweep that up. They saw, and you normally season your shrimp heavily. You know, it's kind of, you go in with your seasoning when you're doing barbecue shrimp. And see, because I want them to be kind of red, I can go in with a little paprika. I feel like I don't like the taste of paprika all that much. But I'll put a little color on there. I need to get me some smoked paprika because the paprika I have now is Spanish. And they do all taste slightly different. But that's what you want to do. Season up your shrimp with whatever seasonings you have. And then you also want to add your Worcestershire. Just a little bit. Because you're not putting any oil in the pan. You start by partially cooking your shrimp. Then you take them out and you start sauteing your vegetables. You add some more Worcestershire. It was on low. And see, you'll see, y'all, what I love about that. I love cooking shrimp that are pre-cleaned because you don't have to worry about them butterflying. But when you've cleaned them, they're automatically going to butterfly some because that lining has already been, you know, cut in the back to get it open. But you always want to lay them down flat if you want that pretty shape to your shrimp. I'm going to go in with my hands now to make sure that I lay them flat. You want the shape to your shrimp to be correct and uniform, so you make sure you lay them in the pan correctly. Because as soon as they touch that heat, they're gonna stiffen up right where you lay them down there. And remember, you don't want to move them, whether I had olive oil in here or not. Once you lay them down, don't move them around because that's how you lose your crust. Same thing I was telling you earlier. Anytime you want to sear on something, you put it in there and you leave it alone until you get ready to flip it on the other side. That's the trick, y'all. And I'm going to let it sit for like 1 minute on each side. And then I'm going to come back and add the veggies and the Worcestershire. Then we're going to take the shrimp out and we're going to add butter to reduce it down. Okay, I'll be right back. 60 seconds. And see how that crust is on there? That's what you want. You want a crust, honey. If you are just moving these shrimp around in this pan steadily, you would not be able to achieve a crust. Okay, so that's what I was telling you earlier with the fish. Whether you deep frying in grease or pan frying in olive oil, or whether you're using a dry pan like we have here. And see how you have the little bits of seasoning stuck in the pan? We're going to actually deglaze our pan with that seasoning that's already charred down in there. It's going to be beautiful. Y'all see how creamy these grits are? Look how creamy, y'all. So all I did, I haven't added butter or anything. I let them cook. Remember, I turned them down to low for 2 minutes. Oh my God, that's so divine. I turned them down to low for 2 minutes. I'm sorry, 20 minutes. And I let them cook with the top on it. And what I'm going to do at this point, because I want them to be a little looser, just a little bit, I can add a little more chicken broth in there. But then I'm also Remember I told y'all I had already added a little Gouda. Let me show y'all. See, I have it in blocks. This Gouda is already in blocks. Isn't that neat? I'm going to go ahead and put it all in here. I was trying not to be cheesy. But it's Friday. Why not? See what I'm saying? We try to be balanced over here. We try to be balanced. And I still haven't put any butter in here. And I'm not because... Oh, y'all, I did add heavy whipping cream. So that's why they literally had that creamy look to them. They're not just creamy in texture, but they are literally creamy because I added whipping cream. I don't want them to start back boiling, so I turn my fire off. Put my top back on there. I may need to even take them off that. Am I making y'all these? I hope not. I'm about to pull these shrimp, y'all. See how beautiful they are? Grab them all up. Now I'm going to deglaze this pan with a little chicken broth. And that may look burnt, y'all, only because I didn't have any oil in there, but that's just going to add. Get my finger on. That's just going to give us some depth in flavor. Trust me, honey. Because what you see, let me show y'all. What you see kind of caked up on the shrimp here. See how it has that texture on it? And you can see it better on this one. See that texture on there? That's just from this seasoning. This seasoning has so many herbs in it. It's mostly herbs. So when you cook something in a dry pan with that complete seasoning, it's going to make a crust. And that's all it is in here. Okay. And remember, the reason why it's darker is because, remember, we also put Worcestershire on our shrimp. So don't think it's burned, honey. Don't think that. Oh, no. Okay. So let's bring this. We're going to bring this up to somewhat of a boil. Before I add the vegetables and the butter. Let it kind of reduce. Let me show you the grits one more time. I don't eat grits often, so when I do have grits, I like them to be right. I like them to be seasoned right. I like them to be smooth. I like my grits thick. You see, the only reason why I had to add, why I was able to add more cheese is because I thinned it out with the chicken broth so that I could add more cheese and it wouldn't be too thick. Let me show you on the fork. Show you what we working with on a fork, honey. They tell me these grits don't look good. Let me show y'all. Look at it. Look at it, y'all. Thick, 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 thick. It has Gouda cheese in it. Anytime you need a cheese that's really, really smooth and you don't want a cheese pull, that's the difference in creamy style salt, what they call soft cheese. Baby, y'all, Gouda is exceptional. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's what my dog do. Okay, y'all, we're back. I had to go and get some paper towel. Our deglazed pan is coming to a boil. That's what we want because we don't have much longer. We do not have much longer on these shrimp and grits. All we're doing is creating our sauce. And I'm not going to worry about fresh garlic. Put all my seasonings up that you're done with. You put them up out the way. That's what I'm trying to tell my daughter. I got my butter here. And see, the sauce may look dark now. I'm going to show it to y'all again. It may look dark now. You can wait and put the Worcestershire in your sauce like as you're cooking it. But I don't like my Worcestershire. I don't like my Worcestershire to be, you know, it's kind of Worcestershire can have a little bite to it. So I don't like my Worcestershire to be that strong, and that's why I'm kind of boiling it out. Let me show y'all how I'm boiling it out, and then I'm gonna come right back. So we're just waiting on this to reduce some. Okay. I'm gonna wait until it reduce, then I'll be right back. The sauce is reduced down. Now we're gonna add the vegetables. Sometimes you'll see barbecue shrimp with a redder sauce. If it's really red, that means it has a lot of paprika in it. The person has added a lot of paprika. If it's really red, if it's pink looking, that means that they have added cream. So I have reduced this down. I didn't pour any of the sauce out of it. You just keep boiling it until that's what's called a reduction. So see, that's what a dark color comes from the Worcestershire. And now, now we're gonna add the butter. You normally do a whole stick of butter, but since I don't have a great deal of shrimp, I'm putting like 3/4 of the stick. Turn my heat down some because I don't want all of my butter to cook out. If this is it, y'all, you put the butter and let the butter emulsify with the seasoning. See how it's thick now? If I wanted a thinner sauce, I could just add more chicken stock back to it. I could leave it thin. So at this point, I'm going to taste it, see if it needs salt, see if I want to add some more Worcestershire. I put it on low because you want that sauce. That's what the gravy. That's your gravy. Remember, I didn't put a whole stick in there, so I can even add more butter. Oh my God, that's good, y'all. So it's not too strong, therefore I can add a little more Worcestershire just to give me more gravy. But since I add more Worcestershire and I don't want it to be too strong, I can still afford to add a little bit more butter. My peppers still have body to them, so I don't have to worry about them being wilted. Here's your gravy now, y'all. Here's your gravy. So all the seasonings that you saw me add, that's what normally would come in a pack. That's what would normally come in a pack, and all you do is add your butter. Okay. Now I can go back in with the shrimp. And so if you want your shrimp and grits to taste balanced, you don't want a whole bunch of gravy over your grits anyway. You want to still be able to taste the actual grits and then taste the gravy on top of it. You don't want to drown your grits in gravy, and that's why it's important to have good flavor on your grits as well, in which we do. Way cagey. There you go, y'all. All right, y'all. Let's finish this thing on off. Let's finish it on off, honey. Okay, so I thought this was garlic butter, but instead it is lemon and herb. I'm gonna make some toast and put it in the air fryer right quick. So since that's not garlic butter, we'll get regular butter. We'll get our regular butter, honey. Okay, this is what we're gonna plate our shrimp and grits with fish in. And this is just toast. Shrimp and grits is almost always served with toast. We don't eat a lot of bread unless we're eating sandwiches or something like that. So this, honey, I'm doing for the aesthetic. Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm gonna just smear some softened butter. Always keep your stick of butter out, honey. See, it's soft and it spreads right on there.